Aloha, hi vibe tribe, it is Pink Bella. Welcome back to my channel. And I have some really awesome information and transmission. I'm just going to turn my volume down a little bit and I hope everybody can hear me. So welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, all Starseeds, Lightworkers, Empaths, 144,000 divine goddesses, grid keepers, and gatekeepers. I am bringing in a very powerful, I'm bringing in a very powerful Starseed Lightworker 144,000 transmission for all of us today. We all fit into that one category, but you all will just know you found your way here through your heart and soul. My name is Pink Bella. This is Pink Bella Aloha Therapy, my YouTube channel, but I'll be sharing this message out as on all the other platforms. The transmission today is, we're just in the last couple of days of October. We've just got 2 months left of 2023. We're going through a massive Akashic record, global Akashic record reset and reboot. That's also impacting our physical body, our DNA. It's bringing on some DNA activations as well. And so I wanted to get into a little bit around that for the month of November. I'm going to have a little peek at the astrology. I'm going to do a quantum deep dive Akashic reading for us just to see what other information wants to come in. Then I'm going to be sharing about the first planetary grid upgrade that we did last week with the divine goddesses and give you a grid update for the Pacific Northwest for North America, and then what's coming up and different information around that, because I received, after we did that last Thursday, I received this huge reconnection, very clear connection with the Arcturian commander of the ships in my area. And that was a surprise. I was actually out doing personal grid work in the area and that came in. I also went through a huge physical recalibration because of the work that we all did. And it's because I was born and raised at this grid point. So some of you out there are being called. And I'm going to share a little message from the Arcturians about why we're doing what we're doing and why so many of us are being called to do grid work in our local areas. Okay. So welcome back. I'm so grateful to be here. I just wanted to have a little bit of a transmission about what's happening right now. So I do have a slideshow as well. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for finding my channel. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing out this information because it's very important. And I'm recording this for us on October 30th, 2023. Okay. So we are going through a massive global Akashic record download reset. That's what the 2-week corridor and a couple of, usually like a month before the eclipse corridor, month after. We just finished the lunar eclipse, so that door and portal is closed, but we will be integrating and recalibrating for like the next week or so, and then we're just like boom into November. Okay, so the Akashic records we all have our personal Akashic records, which carries all divine information from our current life, from all other lifetimes, past lives, parallel lives, our ancestral information, but there's also a global Akashic records for various versions of Earth. And right now, through that eclipse corridor, we all on a deep soul level needed to go through our own purging, clearing, healing, realigning with our highest timelines so that we would know where we needed to be for now. Okay. And all of you did great. I'm sure some of you are still integrating. You've got a little bit of a lunar eclipse hangover, no doubt. And that's quite normal, but we're going through a huge global Akashic Records reset, and that's what they shared with me. Yeah, and the Akashic Records clearing, both personal, because the Akashic Records is connected to our DNA. Our DNA was disabled. So when we incarnated into these bodies, part of our ascension and awakening journey has been to clear and heal and transmute and then activate new levels of our DNA, which is our codes, our coding for our soul mission, for remembering who we are, for remembering the multiple timelines, as well as healing and clearing ancestral imprints, and also the old, the old Team D. So our Akashic records are clearing right now, both personally and globally, and this is allowing new DNA activations, okay? And let me just go to the next slide. Okay, so we are going through a huge, there's a reset in progress. So we kind of have to it's almost as if like we've flown through this door and we've landed. We kind of have to let the dust settle a little bit, okay? So this is impacting our physical body. It's impacting all of our chakras, our meridians. It's been impacting for some of you, your physical health. Some of you were taken offline for this massive clearing. And it's also clearing and upgrading our nervous system, our immune system, and everything down to the atomic cellular level, okay? So this is huge. And we're not going to be going through another one of these corridors until the spring of 2024, okay? So be super proud of yourself, of everything that you're going through, because you're going through, like we all just the last couple of weeks leveled up beyond our wildest dreams. And let me just see if I can't remember what the next slide is. Okay, so now I'm going to go back. So I'm going to actually do like a reading now. So before I do the deep dive reading, which I've already asked like the best messages for all of us at this time, I just wanted to have a peek at the astrology. So the main gateway for November is the powerful 1111 gateway. So when I talk about gateways and portals, these are massive opportunities to level up, to clear timelines, and to manifest our heart's desires, as well as really deep dive into our mission. All of you who found me, you have a mission. Whatever you call yourself, a grid keeper, a gatekeeper, a healer, an intuitive, a starseed, a light worker, 144,000 divine goddess, you are all here at this time. We all agreed to be here at this time, and we're all being called. Absolutely. There's no more snooze button. Soul mission, soul mission, soul mission, divine purpose. Okay, you all have a purpose. So I wanted to just have a peek to see what else was happening in November. So it looks like on the 4th of November, Saturn is finally going to go direct, and it's been retrograde since June 17th. So that's good, because the Saturn energy really sort of puts a damper and brings up a lot of lessons that we've been repeating over and over. It's connected to karma. So our plans and our long-term goals will become clearer. On the 5th of November, Jupiter's playing a big role right now in our reality, and Jupiter is another big expansive planetary body in our system that's connected to our chakras. So our chakras are connected to our Akashic records. Our chakras are connected to our DNA activations, and we're going through, because of the global reset, that's also filtering through all of our chakras, meridians, etc. Okay, so right now, let me just see. I believe Jupiter is going direct. Let me just keep looking at it. I believe it's going direct either in December or January, so I'll get back to you about that. But we're kind of in the final moments of dealing with Jupiter being retrograde, okay? Let me see. On the 13th of November, right after the 1111 gateway, we have a new moon. That will be in Scorpio, because we're in the Scorpio energy right now. And that's a water sign. And let me just see. On the 27th of November, we have a full moon in Gemini. I do know that we have a Mercury retrograde that's going to be coming forward in December. It's going to be right around the solstice, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. So a lot of November, besides the 1111 gateway, is going to be prepping us for December. December, we have the 1212 portal. We have Chiron finally going direct, which is about the wounded healer, inner child, a lot of shadow work that we've all been doing. And then we also have Mercury going retrograde, but we have the powerful solstice right a few days before the Christmas holidays, okay? So I think that's it. Let me just see if there's anything else. Any other changes? Let's see. Saturn's going direct. Venus is going to move into Libra. Mercury's going to move into Sagittarius. We have a new moon in Scorpio. And let me just see. And then the full moon in Gemini. So those are kind of the big manifestation, clearing, and healing portals for November. All right. Okay. And then, oh, I can do the reading now. Okay. So I think what I'll do is I'll just take this away for a minute so I can actually do the reading. So I've already shuffled the cards, but I'm going to just ask like the best little quick messages for us that will help us align and expect sort of the themes for this coming month. And of course, then I'll do another deep dive for the 1111 gateway. Okay. All right. First message, Temple of Truth, which has been coming up almost every single reading. Throat chakra activation, healing, and clearing. It's the counterbalance chakra is the solar plexus. So again, we're regaining our momentum to be in our power, to speak our truth, to choose peace in each moment. And the more we choose peace in each moment, we call our power back, and our solar plexus rebalances as well. Okay. Again, then there's that remember to hydrate, remember to spend time by the water, remember to be out in nature as well. All right. Let me see what else wants to come in for us. Angelic frequency. So right off the bat, when I saw this, I saw the wings. Okay. So for some of you, yes, you're deeply connected to the angelic frequencies because they're constantly working with us when we call on them, like Archangel Michael and the legions of light. But some of you are angelic. You're connected to the seraphim. You're connected to the angelic realm, and your wings are coming back online. And that's part of what I felt through the eclipse. There was tension in my shoulders and my mid back, and it was like my wings are coming back into alignment. Okay, so just angelics are here. You are safe. You all have a potent connection with the angelic frequency, and to remember to call on them. And let's just look at one more. Okay, so the Anunnaki light codes card came in. So for some of you, some of your initiations for the gateways or even through the eclipse has been to heal, clear, and release ancestral connections to Team D, I like to call it, to release the old imprints. We did a big portion of that in the light grid assignment. And this is to help bring in new information and end this cycle. This is, so you know how we're clearing and healing ancestral imprints, we're also clearing ancestral and traumas around Team D, okay? And then the other message that came in to assist with that is the soul star activation. There's the Merkaba. So this is connected again to the higher chakra system besides the physical chakra system. We are fulfilling and clearing soul contracts. We are going through a huge another leveling up and remembering more of who we are and why we came. All right. I'm just going to ask if they want me to do the tarot first or the other messages. Tarot. Okay. All right. So I'm going to I've got to pull some messages from the Psychic Tarot, and then I'll pull some clarifiers from the other tarot deck as well. There's lots going on out in the world, but what I'm being guided to do is help us all refocus on our higher reason for being here and our missions, because they're so needed. And I'll talk a little bit more about that with the light grid update. Okay. So first off, we got the Tower card. That's where we're coming from. So I feel like that's the eclipse. The eclipse is like, let's unravel everything to put everything back together. Okay. Then we have number 6, moving on, moving forward. So that's us leaving the eclipse energy and getting back into a more stable reality. It's so powerful. The eclipse was where I am. So I hope you're all doing well. Ooh, conflict and defeat. But that's 5 is the energy is moving. So this is for some of you who've been going through a really, really tough time. The energy is moving for you. And I'm going to pull clarifiers. Okay. And again, this is just a little peek about what we're going through right in this now moment. And then the overall is like rest and rejuvenations, meditating, breathing, finding those moments where you can be at peace in nature. And we received the Star card, hope. This is a new beginning. Claim your new beginning. Claim your reset, hope. And the Star card, the 17, number 17, is connected to our star families of light. Okay, so they have been letting me know that they've been having to stand back so that we could do this massive personal clearing. All right, so if you felt like at all that you were going through any kind of abandonment the last couple of weeks, that was to help you bring all of that to the surface and clear. Okay, so with the Tower card that we're just coming from, I'm just going to pull a tarot message as a clarifier. 6 of Cups. So it's done. It's over. Stop and smell the roses. Breathe. Be at peace while the dust is settling. Okay. Just have a sip of tea. Okay. The dust is settling. Yeah. So for me today, it's like I finally got brought back online. I was brought back online before the eclipse, and then I got taken offline again. And I woke up today and I've been brought back online. So some of you might not be there yet, but once you will in a day or so. Okay. So we're moving out. We're moving out of the eclipse, deep Akashic healing and clearing, including the collective. And what's the clarification? King of Wands. So this is about fire and manifesting. And the kings are the like the top of the deck, right? So this is about manifesting. This is about you're all powerful creators and manifestors. You've gone through your initiations, and you're moving out of that. Okay, so you've passed your initiations. You're getting a full reset and upgrade. And I want to look at this. The five is the energy shifting. So for some of you, maybe you've been going through about a hard time. 10 of Pentacles celebration. So maybe you felt defeated in various aspects of your life around abundance, around opportunities. It was all an illusion. To bring it all to the surface, we got one of the best cards in the deck, 10 of Pentacles. So the abundance and the prosperity and the opportunities are being recalibrated for you, and you're moving through that portal. So remember to choose wisely. Set your intentions every day, okay? Then the rest are rejuvenation. Okay, so the Four of Swords. Some of you have been going through like anxiety, such intense energies. It's been again an illusion, and that nature will help you adjust. Okay, spending time with plants, trees, crystals, listening to nature sounds will help you with that. And yeah, because that will realign you with like what's actual. The world is kind of upside down. We like the anxiety energies will come up and get triggered by various things, but it's also is an illusion. And when we go to nature and we can breathe, that flips and changes our timeline. And the overall message, like with the Star card, which is our Star Council, is a new beginning. It's hope, right? The battle's over. We got the Five of Swords. Battle's over. Energy's clearing. And a lot of the battles have been within. We've been healing and clearing a lot within. So, and we got Ace of Cups, which is again one of the most awesome cards in the deck. Offers abundance, prosperity, new beginnings. Okay, so claim your new beginning, and it is. I posted something today. It is like a phoenix rising out of the ashes right now, right? Yeah. So let me just put all those messages aside, and I just pulled some other messages for all of us. And then I'm going to look at the dragons, the dragon, the unicorn, and the crystal message for us for this transmission today. Okay. So this is the Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell. First message, break the chains. So that's what the last couple of weeks has been about, clearing ancestral patterns, clearing and deleting old soul contracts. And that, because that's been holding back you activating new levels of DNA, which brings in more of your abilities, more of remembering, more of you being able to get into doing what you love. So we've been clearing and healing ancestral patterns, both personally and the global reset and the Akashic records. Healing, and remember, we are rewriting our future every single moment of every day. Okay. Next message, don't dim to fit in. So this is a powerful time for us to continue to shine our light, and remember that we're slowly coming out of the cave, because in other lifetimes it has not felt safe. Okay, so we're working on building up our courage and our strength and our stability. Starseeds and light workers, you're being called up. It says answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? All right. And then I love this for the divine goddesses. We got the sisterhood of the rose. So every aspect's covered in this message today. And this is you, me, all of us are going back through that sacred mystery school of remembering that we're a priestess, a mystic, a teacher. Okay. And the divine masculines, you're going through your own version of that. But that's the divine masculines, you're going to resonate more with maybe with being a starseed and being called up. And for the divine feminines, you're being called into and remembering about being part of the sisterhood of the rose. So I just asked again for a couple of chakra messages. So first off, we ended up with the root chakra is still going through a huge recalibration. There's Mother Mary and Joshua. So many of us are connected to that lifetime, that lineage. And that's also what we've been healing in our root chakra. It says innocence. So inner child healing, root. I've been going through such a root chakra calibration, and oftentimes it will appear as back pain, pain in the legs and the hands and the joints. So our root chakra is continuing to recalibrate with this huge shift of energy release and bringing. So as the global Akashic records are getting healed and cleared and reset, and our personal records are being reset, that is resetting itself in our physical body and in our meridians and our chakras, okay? We also got Archangel Metatron, and the massive light code activations will continue through November. So to continue to use our tools to stay grounded and hydrated and replenish. And remember, some days you're going to have a lot of energy to get a lot of things accomplished, and other days you're going to be needing to rest. We got number 22. The main message is to stay focused on our destination and our soul missions from now for the rest of the year. It says Guardian, Sacred Builder, number 22. And I love it. There's these pillars of light coming out of the pyramids. And that to me is a perfect segue into the light grid healing and clearing that many of us are being called to do. Okay, I'm just going to finish it up. I'm going to ask the dragons to bring us a perfect message. Today's dragon was the Arcturian orange and gold dragon. Oh, I'm going to pull another one. We got the sunshine yellow dragon. So this is for those of you who are very connected to nature and animals. You might be very much here to help and communicate with animals. That might be part of your mission. It has been part of mine as well. And you're here to help, respect, and understand them. And also a reminder that you might be seeing different kinds of birds or animals that come to you as symbols, and to research those. As an example, the owl. Okay, you can go and research up what the meaning of that totem is, etc. Okay, we got the green dragon. I love it because I just did that. I just did that transmission from the Emerald Order. There will be more. If you haven't had a chance to look at that, there was a transmission from the Emerald Order last week, and it was about the 12th dimensional emerald green dragons that are trying to assist many of us at this time. But this green dragon is helping you tune into the secrets of nature. This is where we receive wisdom and guidance, and helps us to align to our divine essence. Being in nature basically just helps to reset us. And then if you don't have access to nature, the weather's not good, things are going on, you can have the green dragons come in and help bring that essence of nature to you, okay? Yeah, because nature, Gaia, Novaterra, has her own key codes that she helps to realign us. All right. The unicorn for this time is celebration, keeping our vibe high. I love it. Thank you, unicorns. Positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success and enjoy your achievements. So remember to that you all have come so far. So remind yourself what you're grateful for and what is working in your reality, so you can manifest and move into the next level of your soul mission, your dream life, your highest timeline. Okay. And let's ask for a crystal for all of us. Ooh, bloodstone. So that's connected to our ancestral healing and clearing. It's also very grounding. And it's a reminder that what I've been sharing is not just about the chakras and meridians, but right down to a cellular level, and our blood and our bones are being upgraded as well. So it might be, some of you may have been going through some physical pain. Okay, so we got number 7, bloodstone. This is this crystalline stone helps to detoxify root, heart, and sacral chakras, and it helps to facilitate healing and clearing of those ancestral imprints as well. Okay. Okay, let's move into back to the slideshow. Okay, so I wanted to do a grid upgrade and update. So I just started to offer working with you all in groups and individually with the New Earth grids. Okay, so because the grids there's so many of them, there's so many levels to this project, and what the Arcturians shared with me last week is that this project is, there's like, it's like, if you all have ever worked out in the business world, I was a project manager, there's all these different pieces and time frames for projects. And right now, many of us are being called to do certain levels of grid work because our steps are needed to work with the galactic teams of light as well, okay, to help move into this new Earth higher frequency timeline. So they just told me to call this today the Leyline Galactic Project. It's a new Earth grid and grid work. And I have been personally doing grid work in my area in and around Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, since even unconsciously, but I've also been doing a lot of global grid work as well. There's many different types of grid work out there. And I'm here to, oh, I went too far. I'm here to assist those of you who are called to this portion of the grid work. So this is what the original grid system when we incarnated looks like. It's old, it's dark, it's controlled, it's non-functional. The stargates are a lot of the, what's the word I want to, a lot of the arguments and things that are going on the planet right now are based on controlling the old Stargate system, okay? So for some of you, you are called to work on healing and clearing your local area and the areas that have been damaged, all right? My call right now is to facilitate helping you all anchor in the new light codes to prepare for the Galactic Leyline Project and Stargate Project, where the galactics are able to come into areas now because the energy has been cleared and healed, okay? So the reason they guided me to start with the Divine Goddess codes is because in some areas that is needed for certain project levels. So for, if you didn't all know, the online Preparing for Lemuria Divine Goddess Grid assignment just started last week. There's going to be a second part in November for Hawaii, and the third part will be off the coast of California in the Mount Shasta area in early December. That is sold out. There is going to be other opportunities to do that type of work with me. So stay tuned for those announcements. But I also can work with you all individually. There is a bundle to receive training and alignment to do this type of work, either with the Divine Goddess codes or as a Starseed and Lightworker. You'll also be prepared to either work with the dragons or not, because some of you are ready to work with the dragons and some aren't. Okay, so I just wanted to let you all know that. So I wanted to read, because I channeled in and wrote an update. Okay, so let me just read what I wrote. Just hold on. I pressed the wrong button. Here, hold on. Okay, so, and I want to thank all the goddesses that we was such a powerful team. And it was the first one that I've done with a group online, and we're going to do another one, like I said, in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to approach that one a little bit differently. So anyway, what we did was the first part of the session was a quantum healing and alignment to release anything personally that might be preventing us from being able to be in our power to do this work as a team, and just prepare to embody the Divine Goddess codes to anchor this into the grid. Okay, so what we did was, it's so interesting because I was given the date. It's like I was given what to share with all of you today. I'm just usually given the information in the morning. Okay, so they gave me the date maybe 2 weeks ago, and it was 2 days before the lunar eclipse on Saturday. And the lunar eclipse on Saturday actually impacted Vancouver and Canada, and I had no idea when the date was given to me. So what we did was we set up the healing and the clearing for, okay, hold on. Okay, sorry, I'm just reading what I wrote. We set and laid the groundwork, the foundation for the galactics, but I didn't know that. I just knew what we needed to kind of go through. So, and we went back. They took us all the way back to before Vancouver was created. That's how far back we had to go to clear out timelines, and we worked with the dragons as well. But what they shared with me, the Arcturians came in and shared with me that we are now in the part of the movie that's unfolding where we need these higher planetary grid systems all over the planet. It's like we can't really wait. We can't wait for years now. Like the foundations are needed now, and this is to help all areas of the planetary grid system. The first assignment, what we did was we went in and we cleared and we elevated the grid systems here on the Pacific Coast and all areas connected to Vancouver, Banff, Washington, Oregon, California, Mount Shasta, and then out to the grid system in Hawaii. And I just wanted to give you all an overview. I posted this a few times, but this is some of the main vortexes on the planet, and also 2 of the dragon ley lines. Okay, so that's just some of the work. So, and I'm going to get in where we are. So we worked on the grid system that went from where Vancouver, which is up here, down to Mount Shasta, but then also over to Hawaii to start to prepare for the next level of the grid upgrade, okay, and healing and clearing. This is again like an overview just of some of the vortexes and ley lines in the US. And as you can see, there's quite a few here on the Pacific Coast that also connect up with Seattle. Vancouver's up here. It doesn't show Vancouver, but there's actually an intersection just south of Vancouver and north of Vancouver, okay? And yeah, this is like a sort of a close-up of the Washington state area, showing some of the ley lines. There's so many ley lines all over the world, everyone. Like, it's really, really needed. Yeah, and this is just like an overview of the planetary grid system. I wanted you all to have a look at that. So this is why many of us are getting called to do grid work, to do alignments wherever we are, because it's almost as if, like, on a project level, we've gotten to that point now where they need us as Starseed, as ground crew, to start getting into this. So I always resonated with being a gatekeeper and a grid keeper. A long time ago, there were way showers talking about this way back in 2011 and 12, and I was like, yeah, that's me. So I moved into this when I lived in the city. I was gridding the city every day for a couple of years. And that's how I started to remember. The more we do, the more we remember, okay? Okay. So now they're asking us to connect in, those of us that are called to connect in with the new grid system and to prepare for the new grid system. And let me just see if okay. So after we did the session, which was so powerful, it was a couple of hours. I was so fatigued after that, but I rested for a little bit, and I was guided to go out and do some local grid work and just light up the grids in my local area. And when I got out, the energy was so different than it's been for a long time, that it was like night and day. It's like somebody had flipped a switch on. And when I was out, someone came in to speak with me, and I asked who it was, and it was the commander of the local Arcturian ship. So I didn't ask for that. I just asked who was communicating with me. They were so grateful for all the work that we did, because it cleared lifetimes of cobwebs that were in and around our area that started to really amp up when the Olympics was here in 2010, and then before that, Expo in 1986. And they took us back and took us back and took us back to when everything sort of got like these huge cobwebs of energy. So they weren't able to come in and facilitate and do some of the work. So they were so grateful. And they basically just let me know that the energy had finally lifted, and so it was a victory for the light team. So thank you all so much for everyone who participated and all the other grid assignments that are coming up. Okay. And for those of you who are ready, I am offering a bundle with dragon activations as well. So some of us, like myself, I've been working with the dragons consciously since 2017, right before the eclipse that came over North America. However, they really have come in and been activating with me, so I'm able to offer activations as well. So some of you are going to want to work with the dragons through your grid work assignments as well, okay? Okay, so it's showtime. We're to remember who we are and why we are here, like with these pillars of light, all on the grid systems all around the planet. And as you can see, there's a lot of work to be done, all right? Is that the final? This is the final slide. Okay, so I'll read this at the end. Thank you, everybody, for staying with me through this update and listening to everything. I invite you, if you are ready to move into another level of your mission, I offer multiple sessions and bundles to help align you with your soul mission, with your ascension and your awakening, with alleviating ascension symptoms and balancing your chakras, clearing those ancestral imprints, bringing in, deep diving in your Akashic records and helping you. I've also facilitating the Divine Goddess Code activations as well as Dragon activations. And if you are looking for a fast track into, like, I know I'm on mission, I just finished something and I'm ready to start something else, I'm also now offering mentoring bundles with pink diamond rays, platinum rays, or blue sapphire diamond rays. They're 3, 6, 9 month options. I've got availability for 2 souls to start in November. And that's multiple of my bundles to help level you up and get you up and running super quickly, including grid work tools. Okay. Yeah. So there will be one-off grid assignments. I'm just not sure when they're going to be, but stay tuned for that as well. But if you have any questions, everything's on my website and all the offers are near the top of my website as well. So thank you all, Starseeds, Lightworkers, Empaths, 144,000. You are angelic. You are part of the angelic realm. We all came here from other lifetimes and timelines. The galactics that I work with are also connected to the angelics, to Prime Source Creator. I'm working with the teams that are part of this anchoring in and activating and elevating the grid systems everywhere on the planet. But specifically as well, I've been working in my local grid point for quite a while. So you're here to walk your earth. We are the guardians. We are the ones we've been waiting for, and the protectors. We will bring freedom to you and your world, for this is our divine mission. And this is also a message from Prime Source Creator to all of us. All right. Thank you all so much for listening to this transmission. And I hope this uplifted you and brought you some insights into what you're to do here. And know that every one of us is needed at this time, okay? Sending you all so much love, light, and aloha. Thank you so much. We'll be back soon. Lots of love from Pink Bella. Take care.